All right, so what is the broke mentality? First of all, I would like to say my name is Derico Lawson, and
And
we
I,
also have this guy right here.
Will L.
We got
Hey,
Will L here. All right, and this is the very first episode, broke mentality. First of all, I just want to say I don't know how we got here, but
nope.
just out of frustration, I think we are here now making a podcast. Um, we are here in Jacksonville, Florida, and the broke mentality, and we'll talk about what the broke mentality is, but it's prevalent out here, man. I just I'm at a loss for words when I'm out in the world. You know what I mean?
Broke mentality is a serious issue.
Right. Now the issue I personally think is that they expect you to also have the broke. You know what? Before we do this, what is the broke mentality? That's what I want to know.
So, broke mentality is, well, our minds are broken, our wallets are broken,
Mm,
um, pretty much our spirits are broken.
mm,
So, and that's what it is we are broke. We have nothing, and we have nothing to show for. We have nothing to work for, allegedly, because that's what we believe.
yeah, allegedly.
And that's what the broke mentality is when you accept the fact that you cannot achieve higher than what you see
Mm,
on someone else.
mm. That's very important. I think that the broke mentality also has a lot to do with envy and jealousy.
Yep.
I mean, you see somebody that has these grand things, and instead of saying, "Hey, I want to be like that motherfucker," instead they're like, "Oh, look at this bitch ass. He ain't shit.
Yeah.
Oh, his daddy gave him that."
Exactly.
No. You can work just as hard and get more than what he can. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I really think. Also, we got another topic here, and I think the way to really describe the broke mentality is what we call the bitch made motherfucker.
Mm.
Um, the bitch made motherfucker. I actually have Urban Dictionary. I love Urban Dictionaries more than Webster's. Webster's ain't shit. So here is the actual definition: used primarily as a gender-based slur against males that display weakness, softness, fear, or girlish or feminine behaviors. A male that refuses to take responsibility for his actions as a man.
Well said.
That's what the Urban Dictionary said.
Well said.
I mean, Urban Dictionary is spot on right there.
Very.
Um, I've seen people possessing the broke mentality
Yep.
and they refuse to take responsibility. Even as simple, I'm in school right now, and when somebody fails a test and they say, "Hey, it was the teacher's fault because they didn't teach it." But what they fail to realize is that there's a book right in front of you that you could have read. You could have opened the book up, motherfucker. Look at it, read it, study it, take notes, and then ask the professor to prove that they're either a dumbass or not. That's all I'm saying. As simple as that.
Simple.
Real simple.
Simple.
So the broke mentality. This is really the reason why we're here. We are frustrated with
Tired.
tired.
Tired of looking at men and women
Mm-hmm.
who, well, for example, uh, they think it's okay to say, one day I wish to have, but don't want to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they think it's okay to say, I could never achieve higher than this.
Bingo.
But, I don't know. And that's the problem is, how do you just say you will never achieve anything, but you're not trying? And that's the biggest part. No one tries.
Yeah,
And
nobody
that
tries.
comes a part of the broke mentality.
Yeah.
Um, you have to try. And we've been taught that it's okay to accept the fact that that person over there was born rich
Yep.
and you were born poor, and you can never achieve what they're going to achieve. So you need to just go to school, get a job,
Mhm.
and live life.
Just be regular.
And be regular,
Be regular.
regular. You know, and that's an issue, cause how can we dream about things? They tell us to dream high, dream
Uh-huh.
big, reach for the stars. Sky's the limit. But yet, we just wake up every day and go to work at Target or something. You
Yep.
know, and wear this red T-shirt every single day and put some toothpaste on the shelf and help
and then-
somebody.
And then bi-weekly,
Yeah.
what do they do with that money that they just got? From Target.
They take that money, and not only they're gonna spend it probably at Target with a company or store discount.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna take half of that check and put it right back into Target's pockets.
Yep.
But B, they're gonna go outside, and then they're gonna spend $3-4 at McDonald's, which is one is gonna fuck up their health.
Yep.
Two, they're just spending money for no reason.
Yep.
And three, they're being lazy.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it,
the main
it doesn't help the fact that you are not willing to buy groceries and to not only, so you buy groceries, you make something healthy for yourself, but you also, you can get, a week's worth of food
Mm-hmm.
instead of spending $5-10 every single day, 3 times a day at McDonald's.
You know what? That's very interesting that you say that, Will, because if you've noticed, I mean, even and y'all at home, look at some YouTube videos of some really rich guys. You see them, and there are two things that you can obviously look at them. You see that they're healthy, and you see that they're wealthy.
Yeah, and by the way, don't just search rich guys.
No.
For example, look up Robert Kiyosaki,
Robert Kiyosaki.
Grant Cardone, Damon John.
Yep.
Anybody else?
Even Ty Lopez, man.
Oh, Ty Lopez. You know, any of those other people from Shark Tank.
Oh yeah, the Sharks.
Yeah, the Sharks. I mean,
Yeah.
And it's not just, the fact that they have money is why we're saying, you should kind of see how they view life. But it's the fact that they're living a life where they can do whatever the hell they want to do.
Exactly.
And they've worked hard. They weren't born into it. And even if they were born into it, there's still issues with rich people that fall into the category of broke mentality.
Definitely.
There's many born rich people that don't want to do anything because it was already done for them.
Yeah.
So we're not saying that that's not true. But at the same time, if I was born into a family with, father could just give me $500,000 every so often, I mean, I'm buying me some properties, buy me some
Hell yeah.
commercial real estate.
Yep.
Or I'm gonna invest in a little small business.
Yep.
Or shoot, $500,000, you can buy some real stocks with that. I mean, I'll do something.
Yeah.
And that is an example of why the broke mentality was created.
Very true.
Because although we're saying this, we were once not thinking this.
Exactly.
We were once the broke mentality.
Yeah.
We once used to believe that, one day I want to be rich, I want to have a lot of money, I want to have all these cars, I want to have all this luxury in life, but and it's not that we didn't say we weren't going to go for it, but it's just the fact that we didn't know what we were going to do, and because we didn't know what we were going to do, we just thought, well, maybe if I go to school, graduate, work for it. This is literally what I used to think.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go to school, mechanical engineering,
Yep.
and I will get out, try to go into the automotive industry,
Mhm.
get 15 years of experience,
50.
and then venture off to do my own thing. And what was the thoughts of how in 15 years I'm going to do my own thing? Well, hopefully I design something on paper so nice that I can walk into a bank and be like, hey, let me get a loan to start this small company that I'm going to try to turn into this,
Yep.
multi-billionaire. And that was terrible thinking.
Yeah.
15 years of experience, that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time. You're going to go into these companies because, like, currently, I have an internship with, let's just say Mary Berry Automotive
Yeah.
Industry.
Mary Bear.
And, you know, it was a younger or before, it was a dream to be like, yo, I'm gonna work for Mary Berry, or Hot Sauce, or Tijuana Flats Automotive, And truth is that when I got there, it was cool at first, but then I learned like this is not it.
Yeah.
This is a very low level of what I've even worked hard for.
Yeah.
And that's the issue, because I've seen guys there who've been working there for 30 years.
Yeah.
And they're not even the department manager. They're not a regional manager. They're not a, I don't know if it's a country manager, but there's levels of management.
Yeah.
And the fact that you've been working there for 30 years and you are not even a manager, I mean, what do you have?
What do you have?
You got a 401k, which ain't shit.
Shit, man.
Especially with the it's 2018, minimum wage is supposed to be at 15 an hour in some states.
Yeah, 15 an hour, man.
In some states it's 15 an hour, and 401k is the plan. So
yeah, 401k for you to live off it for a couple of years, and then what do you have? You're going to your children like, hey, you guys need to help me.
Yeah.
Because we gave birth to you, but then you also sent that seed of the broke mentality on your kids as well, because your kids should want to maximize what you've given them. And that's one of the problems that I've seen, is that with the broke mentality also comes a sense of entitlement. So mommy and daddy gave me this car, so I don't have to work for shit, because if I wreck this car, something bad happens to this car, they're just going to give me a new one. Now, I'm going to use this car, get a job, drive that car to that job, maximize my earning potential with that car so that I can buy my own car. That right there is the problem. That's the biggest problem that I see, because if I had as much as a lot of these other folks have, I would have maximized what I had from them.
Yep.
And multiplied theirs.
Yep.
And it's sad.
Very sad.
It's sad because a lot of people who have nothing and they see that and they're like, man, I could do this with that, and this with that, this with that, this with that, but they can't. They have nothing. Yeah. So, all right. What's very interesting, though, is that I have a story very similar to yours, Will. But I'll share it with everyone. Electrical engineering major. Ended up getting a job. Was very excited. $18 an hour, for a 19, 20-year-old kid. That's awesome. So I go there, and I realize, too, I see not only what interns do, what real electrical engineers do, and I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. Because number one, these companies have no loyalty anymore. There was a time back in the day, my dad and my grandparents worked, and if you worked 30 years, you got something.
Yeah.
Or you moved up.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen anymore. You can work 30 years, they give you a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Terminated.
Terminated.
You're gone.
Out
Goodbye. No check for you.
Don't need you anymore.
Don't need you anymore.
Yep.
And that tells me that people don't respect your time.
Nope.
They don't respect your talent.
Nope.
And they don't respect your treasure.
Oh, no.
So what you have to do with those three is you have to respect yourself enough to cultivate your time, talent, and treasure to do something for yourself.
Yep.
And get out of the matrix, because the thing that I don't want, and I know the thing that you don't want, is you don't want to have somebody be in control of your money.
Right.
And snatch it away from you. So now in 2 weeks, you got to look for a new job.
Yep.
So that somebody else is in charge of your money again.
Once again, you are not in control of your own life.
Bingo.
And something you'll hear, if you look up Grant Cardone, something you'll hear him speak about a lot is financial freedom. And, his take on it is, and it makes sense, but his take on it is, it's not about being rich. It's about being financially free. And like Lawson just said, when you lose that job and that income stops coming in, that all happened because of someone else's decision. Your life has to now change because of someone else. So therefore, you are not free. You are a slave. And you're a slave bouncing from master to master. Whereas back in the day, slaves were traded by masters. But now you have to, travel from master to master.
You have to search for your own master.
Yeah, you are selling yourself. I mean, you're an unwanted slave. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's companies that don't want you. There's jobs that don't want you because you do not qualify or you do not fit in with the type of people they have at their company, or you just can't handle the work. You don't want to come in from Monday to Thursday, 7 hours a day, and that's light work. Cause back in the day it was what, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day,
9, 10, 12.
Yeah, 10, 12 even, depending on what you was doing. But yeah. So I mean, it's about financial freedom. It's about being free. It's about not waking up every morning putting on that same shirt. Cause I tell you what, I used to deliver pizza, and there was nothing more hateful. And I hated that uniform. How I hated that uniform. I hated that uniform. I had to put that uniform on, and I had to wear this hat. You know how stupid you feel when they add a hat to your uniform?
A hat. A fucking hat,
Fucking
man.
hat. Yeah, their logo is all over your body as you go out here and work for low money, like $5 while you're out on the road, and some asshole's gonna open his door. Matter of fact, I'm going to say some fat ass is going to open his door.
Fat motherfucker.
And tell you can't have even a fucking $1 tip just because they know Domino's is tipping you. Well, cat's out the bag. I said Domino's. But, and Domino's is not tipping you.
Yeah.
And now this asshole did not tip you and you just made probably, a quarter of an hour's worth of $5.25 an hour.
Yep. Nothing.
And now you gotta go back and take another delivery with a big 90% chance of not getting tipped.
Yeah, man. And you know what, bro? There was a story in Georgia 1 or 2 years ago, man, where Pizza Boy actually got shot, man, shot and killed by the guy that he was delivering pizzas for. So you never know whose house you're going to.
Yeah.
And to not tip somebody, to not respect that job.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. I my first week, second day, had delivered pizza in the Section 8 housing, and it just so happens this was the guy's pizza, but he comes out from an opposite direction of his building. So he didn't come out his building. He came out from another building and approached me and was like, "Yo, you got my pizza?" Automatically, you're just like, whoa, here we go. There's about to be some shit, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, no, I don't have your pizza because I don't know who you are. And this pizza is most likely not for you if you're approaching me this way. And he's like, man, stop playing with me. You got my pizza? I know you got my pizza. And I'm like, dude, don't do this right now.
Don't do that.
I'm like, don't do this.
Don't do that. I only get $5 an hour.
Right.
I'm going to whoop your ass.
Don't do this.
No,
I don't want to make my second day
your last day.
Altercation. Right. And, but eventually, like, conversation went a little further, and it ended up being his pizza. And he took me to the door, and it was his pizza. And, I mean, he gave me, it was a long night dealing with him. But, that's an example of just what you deal with. There was, some people didn't want tip. People would offer me to hit their bong, or
hit
weed
their bong.
instead of, it was like, and some of them gave you ultimate. It was either, well, you can hit the bong or no tip.
Hit the bong or no tip.
Yep.
So your tip was to get high on your job.
Right. And one of those guys, I probably had those offers about 5 times. And one of those guys, conversation started off with, he used to be a pizza boy. And I was like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So I mean, One, we
I
don't.
look up to you.
You know, no matter what, maybe it's different at a higher level, but middle class, lower class, if it's lower than the lower class, I mean, we don't respect each other, and then we don't respect ourselves.
Yeah, it's a big
So
one.
once again, we all fall into this broke mentality that, well, although I'm not gonna help you or myself,
Yeah.
or myself,
Or my damn self.
that's just how it is, So don't. I don't know how to say it, but like, don't limit yourself.
That's it. That's it right there. If you get nothing else out of this, do not limit
Yeah.
yourself.
I mean, pick up a book.
No, we wait a minute. All right, we got to talk about this.
Yeah.
I never see people reading.
Nope.
I don't know why.
No.
Huh?
They
Okay.
read.
What they read?
They read Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
They read Napoleon 5 times.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Right. What else they read? A lot of people still reading them anime
The anime,
comics.
that Twilight shit.
Right. Those what's that movie? 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of
reading those
Grey.
books.
50 Shades of fucking.
I mean, and that's all they're reading. They're reading these entertainments and fantasies.
Yep.
So it's no different than when they're on Netflix,
Hell
on
yeah.
Instagram, Snapchat,
Yep.
and just dreaming
Yeah.
or living
I mean,
a lie.
it's all entertainment, man. I've seen so many people, their whole lives are entertainment. They want to be entertained, man. And nobody's reading a book about finance. Nobody's reading a book about self-empowerment. And by self-empowerment, I mean real self-empowerment. I mean going and learning a new craft, learning a new skill, mixing the two sides of your brain, man. Left and the right side. Once you mix those together, that's when creativity comes in. That is when you can truly exercise your human spirit. And with all this social media, all this, I want to copy this person. I want to be like this person. There's no more creativity. Creativity is what made this world what it is today.
You know who has creativity?
Who?
Rich people.
Rich. Oh.
Who has? Here we go. Can y'all figure out who has had the biggest creativity on Instagram?
Mm.
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner. What?
She.
You mean to tell me she has 6 shades of makeup? 6 shades of lipstick?
So what would she do? She wanted to reach a certain amount of money. I forget, it was like $1 billion or $1 million, something like that.
Something like that.
And she asked people to donate money into her GoFundMe account.
Her GoFundMe
It was
account.
something like that.
Yeah.
And you idiots out there gave her the money
I tell you what.
to be richer than
I
she
tell you
already
I
was.
tell you what.
And what happened when she achieved that? Front cover of Forbes magazine.
Front cover of Forbes from you,
Right.
the broke people.
She was born
Broke.
into money. Born into money that had already started her own little side businesses.
Yep.
So first of all, let's just think about that. They're not her businesses, technically. But because they're in her name, they belong to her, and the money goes straight to her.
Yep.
However, she was already rich. She was gonna ball. She was
Oh, yeah.
gonna,
Oh, yeah.
ball
She
so
was
hard,
gonna do
motherfuckers can't find me, right?
Motherfuckers can't find
She
her
was already
ass.
gonna do that, and y'all helped her get there quicker.
Yeah.
As y'all stay broke.
What is that? What is that? That is the definition of the rich get richer and the poor get
gets
poor
poor.
right there.
Yup.
I mean,
And now that's creativity on social media.
that's creativity. That's very creative.
And it was
that's
simple.
smart.
And it was simple.
It was simple and it was smart.
Yep.
She knew she had fans for no reason,
Yep.
for doing absolutely nothing,
Mm-hmm.
being a part of a
She
a
knew
freaking
how
rich
dumb
family.
they were.
She knew how dumb they were. She was like, I'm gonna make these dumb, broke, dumb, stupid,
Dum-dums.
dum-dums,
Dumbity
with,
dum dum dum
dumbity dumb with the fucking broke mentality, the shit that we're talking about right now. I'm gonna get them to give me $1 billion to
Yup. And you know
make it to
what?
Forbes magazine.
Yeah, I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, asshole.
but that just made her more attractive in my eyes.
So did, boy. I tell you what. Dude, look. I'm talking shit about her. But if she was over here right now, I'd be like, hey, Kylie. Yo.
Bend that ass over real quick.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get that Baptist on you.
Ain't nothing finer than a woman getting her money, though.
Ain't nothing finer than a woman on her grind getting her money by any means necessary.
Yup.
Well, I tell you what, I'll be rubbing them ankles.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be rubbing the hell out of them ankles.
That's why Kanye. Everybody's like, why Kanye marry this hoe that whatever with Ray J, right? Right? Cause Kanye saw something else.
Mm.
He saw an opportunity.
Yep.
That, hey, I get along with this girl. I'm attracted to her. She's about her money.
Yep, well,
I'm
she
about
is.
my money.
Yeah.
And together we could be a power couple.
Power, a real power couple.
Right. So
A
all
real
the check
power
boxes are checked off.
Yeah.
And he had more money than Ray J, so of course he's not gonna give a fuck about the past.
Yeah.
In the past, hey, by any means necessary, she did what she had to
She
do.
did what she had to do.
Kanye used to be broke, so he knows what it means to do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And look at them, they got an empire,
Empire. I mean, and
the whole family.
what's crazy is that he married into money.
Yep.
And people, I may not like him, but you have to give credit where credit is due.
Yep.
Kim made her money. Kanye made his money.
And they combined that money together.
They combined and made it even greater.
Yeah.
Once you maximize your assets, they maximize her assets. Anyway, once you maximize your assets with two people,
Mm-hmm.
that is when you start with empire building.
Yeah. So.
That's what it was. He's smart. He's very smart. People hate him. Kanye is very smart.
I don't hate him. I just hate his music for the last few years.
Oh my God, dude! Graduation, man.
Graduation.
That was awesome.
So great.
That was my
It was the
favorite.
best.
Oh,
808
man.
and Heartbeat.
808 and Heartbreaks, man.
Heartbreak, sorry.
Oh my goodness.
But
Heartbeats.
yeah, I know. But the beats was fly though.
Beats was fly on the Heartbeats.
I mean, the songs, the lyrics, everything. 808 and Heartbreak.
Man.
I mean, it was great. But you know, after that, Monster was alright.
It was alright.
It was some was good. Some
Couple
was
tracks
bad.
on there, but I
But
wasn't
then
feeling that
after
one.
that, I was like, ah.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
but that's when he got mainstream.
But right, he made money. He probably made more money off of the dumber shit.
Yeah,
Everybody, Jay-Z makes
Jay-Z.
more money off of his dumber shit.
he said it. He said he had to dumb his
He
music
said it
down.
many times. Every artist.
Every artist. Look at
Every-
J. Cole's last album, man. He didn't dumb it down, but there were elements to
Yeah,
where he
The
wanted
elements, yeah.
he wanted the mainstream to hear his music, and I'm not mad at that.
No,
I can't be mad at that.
can't be mad because you know why? He got his money.
Yeah, it's all about getting that money.
That's all it ever is.
That's all it ever is.
But you know, but to being on this topic, to go back to how did we get here? Well, we weren't two broke mentality motherfuckers, but we were on a team together.
Mhm.
We were on a team building a race car, and we were the only two. At the time Lawson joined me, we were the only two in that shop for a very long time.
a year.
And we wanted to quit about a year ago.
Yeah,
And we did not quit only because we knew that for ourselves we needed to create these skills and these assets
Yes.
that was going to be useful for us when we got out of here. Now we spent so much time together trying to build this race car, and we started to slowly see, like, man, we can literally just put our minds to anything, and we can start a fucking company.
we can get it done.
So
Start a whole
since
company.
then, we've been working together to make a way towards financial freedom.
Financial freedom.
You know, so we have multiple ideas and multiple plans, and right now we are studying. We are studying fake stuff and real stuff.
And real stuff.
And what we mean is that we wasted a lot of time. What we feel, we've wasted a lot of time chasing after these degrees that we aren't too pleased or excited about.
Yeah. I mean, salary cap,
But
main question.
it is what it is. We're going to finish it out. We're going to do what we need to do. And we're going to use those to our advantage as we work towards what we are doing our real homework on.
Right, real homework.
You know, and so, and that's how we got here. This is we're talking about a year ago of just constantly working, grinding hard, and changing the goal almost every month.
Every month.
Like every month, the goal is different,
Yeah.
and that's what everyone needs to stop doing. Everyone needs to stop having this one goal. And I mean, if it is one goal, it needs to be a very big goal.
Right.
That can first be broken down to small little goals.
Small little bit.
You know, but and that's all this is. So, Broke Mentality podcast is a very small goal within a very big goal.
Yes.
So that's how we got here. We
Yes.
got here because we were no longer in the broke mentality, and as we went further along, we realized that, well, there's a problem.
Yeah, a big problem.
There's a problem.
We ain't gonna make no
And-
money.
And we're always talking about how we fucked up for so long, but I mean, we didn't fuck up. Our ancestors failed us. And right now, if we don't say this to, maybe for one person, we're going to fail you.
Yeah.
Um,
I think this podcast is really here just to plant a seed in your minds, and also to cultivate our minds even more.
Yeah.
By conveying this information, it makes us better, and it makes you better. I mean, again, we have worked our asses off just to find out that our goal is minuscule. Our goal is not where we wanted to be, where we wanted to dream, where we dreamed of before we even knew the value of $1. I know when I was about 4, I told my piano teacher that I'm going to be a millionaire. And I said that at 4. I didn't know what $1 was. You know, the Izika Doozy ice pops, they were $1. But that was, I mean, that was $1 well spent to me back then. So
Yep.
this is for you all and for us as well to see the growth
Yeah.
in your mind.
Yeah.
This is all about growth. The broke mentality. We were all once in the broke mentality, and we fight it every day.
Right.
Every single day we fight it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Change. I don't want to do this to how do I get this done? Once you do that, that is the start of breaking the cycle of the broke mentality. And that's all we want. Because we've seen people in our childhoods, in our lives, people in our family who did not break the mold. And they had potential. Potential is a word that you never want anyone to describe that about you.
No.
He had great potential, had past tense.
Or even has.
Even has. Because that means that you're not maximizing. You're not being as big as you can be. And by doing that, you stay broke.
Yep.
You stay where you are. And this is why the broke mentality exists.
And by the way, I mean we already know from our experience that you listening to this right now, you may think we're assholes. and this is nothing. This is just the first episode.
This is the episode 1, boy.
And you may think, oh, these guys are assholes, and who are these fuck faces? And by the way, we're broke. When in terms of money, we are broke.
Broke as hell.
But our minds are not.
Yeah.
And that's what, if your mind isn't broke, one day your pockets might not be either.
And one day you might lose all that, and you'll gain it right back.
Right.
Because your mind.
And so, but from, like I said, from our experience, we understand that you listening to this right now. You may think we're a bunch of baboons and fucking assholes and X, Y, and Z, and and that's okay. But understand that the world sucks when you are broke, when you are a slave to the working industry. You are a slave to your government.
Yep.
You are a slave to your planet that you live on.
You have no rights.
Yeah, you have no rights. And even in our current situation, neither do we. I have an internship and I go to classes, and when I'm not doing either one of those and my homework that we call fake homework, I'm doing my other homework, which we call our real homework, which is on how we will achieve our financial freedom. And that's what it takes. It takes using every hour, using every door that you have open at the moment. I mean, yeah, sure, where I'm at now, I've learned I don't really care to stay there long. But at the same time, it's what I have right now. It's what I need to make the most of. So right now, the objective is when I finish school, hey, let me do something right so that they might offer me a job at $60K a year, and I'll keep living how I'm living, and then hopefully I'm saving $50K of that, or 15, or $45K of that, every year, and then I can use that towards the beginning of something powerful.
That's right.
But yeah, you got to break out of whatever your thoughts are on life. You can't just wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna go order me some nachos.
Oh yes, and cheddar cheese.
Oh, it's the weekend. Wait, I don't work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, I'm gonna play Xbox.
And I'm gonna get drunk and play Xbox.
And I'm gonna get drunk and play Xbox.
Nice.
So I'm gonna play this $60 game on my $300 console through my $500 TV that I got at Walmart on sale, although they probably dropped that bitch, and that's when it got to Walmart.
That's when it...
and I'm going to order me, fucking $20 pizza that is fake.
It's fake everything.
Every ingredient comes frozen and in a bag, and then I'm going to buy me a cheap $20 bottle of whatever.
Whatever the fuck.
I'm just going to enjoy my weekend.
That's
because every day, Monday through Friday, is just another day of when I go to work, it's hey, how you doing? Another day in paradise.
Yeah.
Really?
It's another day in
hell.
hell.
That sarcasticness, and it's every single day, every week, every month, every fucking day is paradise. And I was like, it's not, but it's not, Nope. But hey, this is the broke mentality, and you are who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Or not. Maybe you're somebody that just agrees with us, but
that's even better.
Yeah, and that's even better. But this is what this show is going to be about. Yeah. It's going to be about why we are failing as a society, and if we can together, because we don't have all the answers. We're still learning, but I mean,
every day
we know more than you. I don't care
we
how
know that
fucked
motherfucker.
Up that sounds, but I know more than y'all out there.
I know that shit too.
So
you can go toe to toe right now.
Right. Ain't got a problem with that.
Yeah.
But this is hopefully we go on this adventure together and get out of this broke mentality.
Growth. Growth is the word. Growth is the word. You see a sculpture, you have to understand that sculpture came from a big ass rectangular fucking prism. Mm-hmm. And what did the sculptor do? He took that fucking pail and he took that hammer and he chip.
Got chip away.
Day in, day out. He worked hours on that shit. Look at him chipping.
It takes days.
It takes days. It takes months. Might take years. Oof. Might take decades.
Oof.
But when you saw that big ass, ugly looking rectangular prism stone, and then you see a beautiful sculpture, that's work.
Yup.
So every day
dedication.
It's your job to get on your grind to get to that sculpture. Right now, we all look like the rectangular prism with a couple chips in it.
That's why we go to the gym.
That's why we go to the gym. I'm tired of looking like a rectangular prism.
I'm trying to be chiseled.
Yeah, I'm trying to be chiseled as fuck like David. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get past that point. But to get past it, you got to keep chipping at that stone. You can't say, "Oh, I don't want to do it today. Oh, I want to go out and drink. I want to buy a dog." All these excuses.
Don't buy a dog.
Don't buy a dog.
Can't
Please
afford
don't.
it.
You can't afford
You
it.
don't have time for
You
it.
can't. You can't. Woof, woof. No.
No.
No, that shit. All right. So, to get to that sculpture, 2 words: growth, sacrifice. 2 most important words that we're going to leave you with today.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Shit. Growth and sacrifice.
Boom
want you to-
goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite. I want y'all to say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Growth and sacrifice. This is the Broke Mentality. We out. Be sure to follow us at SoundCloud and Instagram at Broke Mentality. And also subscribe to our YouTube at Broke Mentality. Also, be sure to email us at brokementality@gmail.com.